He's very, very hungry. And when you hear his numbers, you're like, what? At 21, 4 months into the process, can you guess his numbers? 0 customers, 0 partners, and 0 credit. I felt there is hope. Because this guy, today, he studies 2 hours per day. He writes down his goals 5 times per day to start to see what's possible. And now, his Royal Crown with Zinzino. Welcome to the stage, Sascha Huber.
Hello, my name is Sascha Huber. Today we will talk about communication. But before we talk about communication, we will talk about maybe
Where do you have it? Or do you want this?
don't know. No.
Okay, go with that.
No,
one.
no, no.
No, no, okay.
Felt that famous before. Does it work now? No. Still doesn't.
You can't teach these kids.
Okay, trying again. No?
No.
Yeah, we have time. No, but we can start. So before we talk about communication, the most important day in my life. You have to know, my mom was a single mom. Our dad left us and he didn't support us financially. So she even worked. Okay, thank you. So my mother, she also worked on the weekends to pay for our bills. And because of that, I have been at my grandparents' place like every weekend. And my grandfather, he wasn't just a grandfather to me, he was also like a father to me. And on this day, he suddenly died on cancer. So maybe the most important person in my life, or one of the most important persons in my life, left on this day. But that also was like a gift for me, because very early on it gave me a mission in my life, a purpose in my life. It showed me which impact I want to make on this earth. And that was to improve the health of other people. And that's a big reason, or maybe the most important reason, why I started with Zinzino. But there's another side of the story. We have heard it today. Okay, we should want to make an impact. We should want to help other people. But also what are our own reasons for doing a business? And with 15 years of age, I discovered that. Because it was the first time I played football with grown-ups. So between 25 and 35. And a typical chat in the dressing room before the training was like, for 70%, it was like, oof, another day at work today. It was really annoying. After the training, wow, tomorrow getting up early again, going to work, I don't want to go to work. And then one told me, with 15 years, still had my dreams in this life. And he told me, yeah, enjoy your life until you're in school, because when you have to start to work, life won't be that fun anymore. And to be honest, I was afraid. I had dreams, I was 15. I enjoyed my life until this day. And I was afraid that one day I will speak like them for the rest of my life. Like every day saying sentences like, oh, I have to get up tomorrow morning again. Oof, when is Friday again? I was afraid. And this is the second part of the story, why I'm here with Sensino today. And a few years later, Michael invited me to Sensino. I already know him like 6 months before. And it was a very usual invitation, like, yo, buddy, I started something new, have a look at it. And he got a very usual response. Hey, buddy, I really like you, but please leave me alone with this garbage. It sounds like network marketing. I will never, ever do that. So, business as usual, right? But then he said something he just said, buddy, I can understand you, but we're doing omega-3 with tests. And I've always been a big believer that omega-3 is the most important nutrient for our health. So without the presentation, without the video, I just started. Told him, okay, I will start on the 1st of January. And then I made a group, or we made a group together, Michael, Benjamin, and me. And I told them, yeah, boys, I will reach diamond in my first month. It wasn't a sentence out of self-confidence. It was a sentence out of stupidness and arrogance. And of course I told them, but with my own system, because of course with 21, I know it better than you. So, after 4 months, you have heard it already, I had 0 partners, 0 customers, and I was inactive in the back office. But then we decided to change something. And I was also in Zanzibar, and I have to tell you a story about it before I continue my own story. Because it gave me a very big learning. I started boxing there, and in my 3rd boxing lesson, something happened. So we threw the punches, it was every time the same punch, the same combination. And I threw the combination, my coach was like, no. I was like, okay. I threw it again, a little bit of a different way. Again, he was like, no. Me already getting a little bit annoyed, started okay. Let's throw as hard as I can. And I did. And again, he just said, no. And I got a little bit angry. And my response was, what no? Tell me what to do. And he stayed calm. He just told me, you should open your hands. I was like, bro, my hands are wrapped into boxing gloves. How should I open them? Then he explained me what to do. And it got better. Because just told me after that, oh, you don't understand what I mean? And I was like, no. So he explained me. And that gave me again a big learning on why communication matters. And Michael and me, we're getting asked very often, hey, Sasha, Michael, how did you reach your rank so fast? And one key skill was communication, which we improved a lot. You heard Michael yesterday, I think he was amazing on the stage. And when I think back, because I was his first partner, it wasn't always like that. We made a few follow-ups together. He started to argue with people, nearly getting into a fight. So I stopped doing follow-ups with him. And he sometimes didn't give the best feedback. Because after my first presentation I made, he called me and was like, okay, Sasha, what do you say? I was like, well, pretty okay. His feedback was, bro, it was really bad actually. But yeah, he was right, it was bad. Because when I made a presentation, people nearly fell asleep when they heard me presenting. But I know that today he gives feedbacks in a different way, otherwise he wouldn't have been Black Crown. Also that is a big part of communication. And a lot of people think success equals effort. So the more work you put in, the more success you have. But just think about a few of your partners or people in school. There are a few people who are putting a lot of effort but have not so much results. And then there are people who put in a little bit of effort and have very good results. So this equation, there's something wrong here. There's something missing. And the missing key is the communication. Because success equals effort times communication. So you can either put in 5 times more effort or maybe try to become a better communicator. And also if you're the best communicator on earth, but you put in no effort, of course, also no success. And communication influences your whole life. Let's look at the business. What do we have to do in this business to get successful? Making contacts, building relationships, presenting, closing, onboarding, coaching, public speaking. So either you try to learn words for every one of these steps, or you just get a better communicator and really improve in every area of this business. But what else? Your health. There are a lot of studies that show how you talk to yourself influences how healthy you are. You know that, I think. Your relationships. Just imagine your wife coming to you, honey, do I look fat in this dress? I hope in this situation you're a good communicator, or otherwise you will be in trouble. And of course your finances, because the rich people are very good at negotiating. And now you know, okay, why should I improve my communication? But how to do it? Before I talk about the how part, you have to understand what communication means, or this concept. Because communication, it has 4 layers. First layer, the visible one, is the interpersonal communication. How you talk with other people. That's what everyone wants to improve. But under that, we have the intrapersonal communication. That means how you talk to yourself. And that influences how you talk to other people. Under that, we have the unconscious communication. So your beliefs. And they influence how you talk to yourself, and that influences how you talk to other people. And under that, we have the meta communication. And that is primarily what gets put into your mind. And that's the foundation of everything. That's like on the iceberg, the bottom. And you have to understand, you got programmed from top down, primarily by your parents, because they talked with you with their interpersonal communication. So they gave you your meta communication. And that's a big part on how you communicate today. So when you want to improve your communication, please don't read books on strategies and manipulating techniques and something like that, but maybe start on the meta communication. Don't treat the symptoms, treat the source. Because that will influence your beliefs. Just imagine my belief would have stayed like, oh, network marketing, that's garbage. I don't know if I could have recruited any partners or that much partners. I don't think that I would be in this business still today. So improve from bottom up. And also to be a good communicator, you have to understand other people. And there you have to understand one key principle. The difference between truth and reality. The reality is what's happening or what's happened. Could be, for example, my start today with this speech. Reality was, my start was, hello, my name is Sascha Huber. You heard it. And the truth is what we make out of the reality ourselves. So maybe person A, who has been here yesterday and paid attention, was like, oh, that start is amazing. But maybe person B wasn't here yesterday and just thought, what is he doing? Why is he anyone giving him space on this stage? Thank you. Communication matters. So understand that, because then maybe you will understand other people better. Why they react how they react. Why they say, okay, you don't need an omega-3 supplement. It's their truth. Maybe then you will understand it better. And then you will be able to also communicate in their language. And I would say communication is the foundation for the success we had. Michael and me, and a lot of other people are successful with Zinzino. I mean, just look at the people speaking on the stage with the high ranks. All of them are amazing communicators. But there's much more for success with Zinzino. There's DMA. Okay, I made this up for myself. Just means daily massive action. So if you don't do any action, you won't produce any results. Then for me personally, I'm a big believer in daily goal writing. I'm writing down my goal every day 5 times. And it is never getting boring because I'm always getting hyped up when I write down my goal. I'm in a good mood from the start of the day. Then daily improving with a plan. For me, I have a plan. 3 months I improve on this topic, 3 months on this, 3 months on this, 3 months on this. So I don't only grow every day, but with a plan. The next 3 months will be public speaking. So I know that next year, if Marco lets beat me again, I will speak better than today because I'm improved with my plan. And also have discipline in the plan. Because a lot of people, they confuse productivity with activity. Activity could be, for example, kids running around on the playground. There's a lot of activity going on, a lot of action, but nothing with results. So do the action, but also have a plan. Know what you're doing. So you're really productive. And maybe, the most important thing, develop leaders. Because without the leaders in my team, I would have never reached Royal Crown, not even director. So your leaders, your people are the most important asset for you, your life and your organization. And you will hear today, Melanie and Daniela, 2 leaders of my team, and then you will understand what I mean with that they are just amazing. And to do this business, it isn't always fun, but it always gives some pleasure. Going the extra mile isn't always fun. It isn't always fun to make a Zoom call on the 1st of December until 2 a.m. because of the ECB month and because you're in Dubai. But we did it together, and it gave us a lot of pleasure. And for example, when you're in Zanzibar with 23 years, just imagine that. It isn't maybe the funniest thing to do to stay at home until 11 p.m., study a book, and then go to sleep. It would be more fun to go partying. But I know that being in Zanzibar on Saturday until 11 p.m., studying a book, gives me more pleasure in the long term. So I truly love what I'm doing, and I also hope that you love what you're doing. And regarding the death of my grandfather, as tragic it was for me back then, and it is for me still today, I am somehow in a certain way today thankful that it happened. Because from a very, very early age, I found a mission what some people never find. And it led me all to my way back then until today to this company. It led me to this community. And I truly believe that together, not only we can, but together we will change the life of millions of people. Together we will show people hope. Together we will give people the opportunity to really live their life. Because most of the people don't really live their own life. Together we give people the opportunity to get back into health. And together we inspire change in life. But it isn't about us, or any single one of you, or about me. It isn't even about Cincino. But it is about the billions of people out there who don't even know this company. Billions of people who want change in their life. Billions of people whose lives we can change with Cincino. And in the end, it is about every single one of you. Because when you stick with this company, with this journey, on your last day on earth, you will be able to say, I was here. And I truly believe, and that's just my opinion, not a health claim, just my opinion, because it's getting recorded, that we are saving lives. That's my really strong opinion. And that has always been my passion since the 25th of November in 2010. Thank you.